Hi, my name is Class Inspector today. Inspecting this XJ for you. It's a 16-year-old vehicle. Obviously, visually, as you can see, more likely that's why you want it to purchase it, because visually it looks good, right? However, let's just dive into this vehicle. Alloys are fair, visual resprays and curb marks visible. Apart from the roof, vehicle sustained previous body repairs, but obviously they're not structural. However, there are areas of various imperfections and lack of peeling off. Some underside corrosion, oxidation develops. So this side is, there are obviously a few marks, chips, present on a vehicle. Some imperfections obviously is visible again around edges, the clear coat, the lacquer is peeling off, overspray marks in several areas. This one is glued back on, but it had the rear shunt and the bumper is still visibly damaged. Also, again, the lacquer is peeling off. The rear parking sensors doesn't work. Scratches. There's a kink and a cracked paint, so more likely the plastic too. Again, the lacquer's peeling off. Imperfections on the respray. This side has around 300 microns on the doors, and body repaired quarter panel around here. Again, it's got chipped edges. Yeah, obviously it has on both sides, it had overspray marks. Trim is sticking up. Again, let me get a focus, oxidation marks. Lacquer is peeling off. Both wings resprayed, but they're done to the good standard. Again, oxidation marks. As you can see, the alloys, let me get a focus, right? So, 16-year-old vehicle, more likely what we consider in line with stage and mileage. Front bumper, again, the lacquer peeling off, previous resprays visible on there. Regards to brakes and tires are good. It would need to go through the rear suspension. All the bushes are worn on a rear lower arm, shock absorber bushes, the lower ones. Front suspension, front lower arms. Basically everything on a suspension is sort of fair, but the front lower arms in a few areas got splits in them. Engine sounds healthy. However, there is excessive smoke coming out on EGR valve areas, more on the left side and on the right side. There is evidence as well on this side, heavy black soot around it. So that will need attention. So the more likely you will need to take out the engine out. Otherwise, if there would be something cheap, it would be done. Marks present. When you're jumping on the interior, rear seat, you'll see in the pictures, are ripped and worn. All interior was showing quite a bit heavy wear marks on all trims and on the seat areas. And then obviously that's age related. It needs good clean on the seat belts. That is pretty much the vehicle. It was slow on a self-leveling suspension. It dropped down and didn't want to come back up, I had to drive it, have a look on the fuses, everything was right, there's no faults. So it was slow, so it should be coming straight back up. What I did found, when I driven around and then it came back and I went underneath the front again and had a look on a height level sensor, that mount is broken on half. So that means obviously when it goes up, it stretches and more likely not pulling down the height level lever. Probably you will see some shade differences a bit, you know, very fine, and again some oxidations around here. So it's just visually from distance looks fine, but it's a sort of very average car. If this vehicle is 3.5, as seller says, then expect to put at least another 3.5 in, maybe a bit more, depends what you're going to tidy up. There's a bit of coolant leak on the front where the capacitor is, the heater on the front. There's a heavily corroded metal pipe. We need replacing and sorting out the coolant. It needs a coolant replacement as it has water in it. The seller has spent quite a bit of money on this, on a timing belt, water pump. At some points, some certain things has been done. So if this works out for you and you have money left for the improvement of the vehicle for the long term, then more likely you can consider it. If you don't, and you was expecting that nothing will need to be done, then it will not be for you. Otherwise, thanks for using this. I'm going to go for the roads. If there's any drivability issues, I will add additional video. I will, if there's nothing significant, I'll put everything in the report. Thanks for using this. I completed a road test, right? On a road test, there's a loud noise coming from the air compressor on the front, so I tried to self-leveling. There potentially can be a light leak somewhere, as normally you can't hear compressors running on these. So he would need further investigation. On coming back after 15-minute road test, coming back I noticed blue smoke coming out on a revving up. So it revs up and smoke comes out everywhere. So it's got symptoms like it's over revving, like there is oil coming into the combustion chambers, you know, that's what it feels like. And yeah, overall I don't recommend this vehicle. That's the conclusion. Thanks for using this.